What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you had a great day so far. Hope you had a great weekend. Getting into this episode of GH, a lot of mess. A lot of good mess, too. Listen, Sonny is definitely suspicious of Brando, and I don't blame him. Sam was going to hell off on him, and I don't blame her, to be honest, because things are way too coincidental when it comes to Brando. Like, when this whole Cyrus shit went down, Brando swooped into town during one of the shootouts. The situation with him and Molly. Now Jason's accident. You know what I mean? It's just way too many coincidences with him. It's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll make anybody side-eye you. You know what I'm saying? And Sonny was definitely side-eyeing Brando. And Sonny had to keep trying to calm Sam down and stuff, but Sam was bringing up valid points. Like, she was like, first of all, Jason would never let nobody touch his bike. And if you know how to, fix bikes and put parts on bikes with, blindfolded and stuff like that, you know how to do it or whatever. So, so masterfully, what happened? Why did his bike crash? But I do agree with Sonny. I mean, you can't just go accusing somebody without having all the facts. I mean, there's other issues. I mean, you never know if another car was involved, which is true. But with Brando, you just don't know. I mean, a part of me want to believe that he's not crooked. I don't want to believe that he's crooked, but at the same time, why is he keeping his conversation with Cyrus secret? He didn't tell Jason about his conversation with Cyrus, and now you're not telling Sonny about your conversation with Cyrus. Why are you keeping it a secret? What did Cyrus say to him in that meeting? That's what's making me side-eye him even more. What is so damn secret? And then on top of that, when Harmony came to the hospital, she knew who Brando was. She was like, hey, Mr. Corbin. Because I remember she got her car fixed at his shop. But what if they know Cyrus? Like, we already know Harmony know him, but what if Brando knows him prior to Port Charles? I'm just saying. It's too many coincidences with Brando. And on top of that, you're not disclosing what was said in that meeting, not meeting, but that little run-in that you had with Cyrus. You're still not saying what that convo was about. Like, I would be suspicious as hell, too. So, anyway, moving on from that, I want to knock Nicholas on his ass. I swear I did. I want to knock him out. Like, why are you walking up to Valentin being all nosy? And then trying to tell him, oh, stay away from the unveiling of Ava's portrait. First of all, Nicholas, Valentin is not thinking about you. He's not thinking about Ava. He's moved on. He's trying to steal ELQ at this point. So he's not thinking about either one of y'all. Two, he probably didn't even know what day this dumbass portrait was going to be unveiled. So why would he even show up to cause trouble? For what? Like, Nicholas, he just looked so stupid when he said all that. Like, and I'm glad Valentin was just like, you know what, get away from me. Like, Valentin just swatted him away. He was like, just go. I'm not thinking about you. Like, seriously, Nicholas, mind your business. So anyway, moving on from that. I'm going to need Ava to become the boss bitch that I know she is. Like, Ava, I'm going to need you to boss up. Because I understand that in a way, I want her to boss up. But in another breath, I feel like she did the right thing by backing off of this Julian Nell situation. Because Ava definitely wanted to handle it. But she did the right thing, I think, in the long run by backing off. Because at the end of the day, this ain't her fight. This Julian dumbass situation. Because Ava was definitely, giving a veiled threat to Nell. She was like, you know how I could be. She said, you tried to blackmail me before, and I ain't allowed that shit, so you know how I am. Like, Ava wasn't having it. But Julian sitting there talking, oh, I can handle it. Julian was so naive. He's so naive. Like, how stupid can you be, Julian? You just get yourself in these situations. Like, no-win situations. And even Ava told him. She was like, are you this stupid? Like, you really think once the custody is over, once the custody battle is over, you think Nell is going to annul this marriage or divorce you? You think she's going to let you go? That easy, quick, and clean? No, sir. No, she's not. No, she's not. She's not letting you leave. Are you stupid? For what? She holds all the cards. Even if she wins custody, she can still use you for something. And if she loses custody, she still can use you for something. I'm sure she'll think of something creative. Stop being dumb. Because I agree with Ava. Get rid of the witch. I totally agree with him. I agree with Ava. Get rid of her. Do something. Come up with some scheme, something, to get yourself out of this mess. Ava was just over it at that point. Ava was like, you know what? Alright. She was like, I'm going to let you handle it then. Because Julian's so stupid. I'm like, you're not getting out of this situation unscathed. So I don't know why you think that you are. Like, you're really not. But Nell is racking up the enemies at this point. She really is. Between Valentin, between the Corinthoses, Michael, Willow, Julian, Ava, probably even Obrecht. Like, you are just racking up enemies by the day. Like, you are, hell, even her own lawyer. Like, you are just racking them up. I would not be surprised if we saw a whodunit and somebody killed Nell and we had to figure out who the hell killed her. Because she has, her enemy list is a mile long. It's longer than both my arms. It's longer than both my arms and both my legs. That's how long the list of enemies for her is. Like, you just stacking them up. You are just stacking it. So anyway, moving on from that. Another dummy, Jordan. At this point, I feel sorry for Curtis because I'm like, you really have to be married to that? Like, she just don't listen. Curtis kept telling her, bring Mac up to speed. If you bring Mac up to speed, now I understood where Jordan was coming from, where she was like, oh yeah, you know, there's too many holes, there's too many snitches in the department, you know, too many, you know, unloyal officers or whatever. And that's fine, I get it. But you know Mac is loyal. And you know Mac keeps his mouth shut, so why not trust him? He has years of experience, obviously. Hell, he used to have your job. So why you don't think you can trust him? Because if you bring Mac in on this, then you can officially say it was an undercover operation. Because at least another officer would know about it. But if no cops, no other law enforcement person knows about it, how you going to justify it? What you going to say? Oh, I was deep undercover? No. Ain't nobody that deep. At least one officer or a judge or a prosecutor, somebody got to know about this. The mayor. Nobody knew. Nobody knows about this alleged undercover thing that you're doing. That we all know that she's not. So it's like, why not just tell Mac or Laura and make it look like that, so that way when the shit hit the fan, you have a cover. You don't lose your job. You don't lose your, you know, your life. You don't go to prison. Dummy. And she still didn't want to listen. Because she think that she's doing the right thing by keeping everything bottled up or keeping it to herself. You're really not, because I do agree with Curtis. The more you don't tell anybody anything, the deeper you're getting in with Cyrus. The deeper of a hole. And that's all she's doing. She's getting in deeper, 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 deeper. And she thinks she can find a way out. No, you can't. What's your way out going to be? You're in this thing up to your neck right now. With no life preserver. You're drowning. Tell your husband everything that's going on. And Curtis told her, look me in my eye and tell me everything now. Tell me, what are you keeping anything else? She's sitting there talking about no. Yes, the hell you are. First of all, you having secret phone calls with, I presume, to be Taggart. You're sitting there having secret phone calls with him or whoever. And you're still lying to your damn husband. Like, Jordan infuriates me. So now she thinks that, oh, I'm going to do a press conference. I have to do it. Are you stupid? If you do this press conference, which she did, you are ruining your reputation by defending Cyrus's reputation. You're destroying your own in the process. Because even Lulu and Ned was sitting there watching the press conference in disbelief that she was sitting here talking about, oh, Cyrus is innocent, yada, 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 just going, singing his praises. I said, you are dumb. You are just dumber than dumb. Like, you singing this man praises and destroying your own self in the process. Because you are at the point of no return. Like, I don't know why she thought this was a good idea. Like, I really don't know how Jordan thinks she's going to get herself out of this. Like, she just refuses to work with anybody. You don't want to work with Jason and Sonny, which I kind of understand. But you don't even want to work with your own husband. You don't even want to work with the mayor, who you know you can trust. You don't even want to work with Mac, who you know you can trust. So at the end of the day, the way I feel about it, Jordan gets whatever she deserves. What she gets, she deserves at this point. Because you had every opportunity to bring people in on the loop, and you could have shut Cyrus down that way. Because the more help you got, the better off you are. But did she want to do that? No, she wanted to be stupid. So, okay, well, be stupid on the unemployment line and be stupid in prison, dummy. Because that's what you're going to be. Dumb. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing? She was just getting on my nerves today. I was like, Curtis, divorce her. Divorce her, please. So anyway, moving on from that. Lulu sitting here being her little nosy self trying to ask Ned about the whole hospital thing with Cyrus or whatever. Ned was like, I'm not telling you nothing. I don't blame him. But now she want to talk about, oh, we could talk off the record. I feel like Ned needs to tell Michael everything that's going on. With this secret investor, which we know is Valentin, you need to tell him about Cyrus trying to buy the hospital and EOQ. Like, Ned is keeping so much from Michael, and I get it because he got a lot going on with the custody, but he is still technically CEO of that company. He's a shareholder of that company. Why are you not cluing him in on what the hell is going on? I don't care what he got going on with his child in his custody. He's still a part of that company. He needs to know. You keeping it from him is just downright stupid. And of course, as soon as Lulu mentions Cyrus's name, Cyrus pops up like the Candy Man. I swear that man is like a cockroach. Always lurking. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell, he worse than a cockroach. Just always lurking about all the time. Sitting here talking about how he's trying to be philanthropic and he got an organization, a charitable organization. Ned, all I can say is you better move quick. Because once he gets control of that hospital, it's a wrap. Like, Ned just got a lot going on. Ned is another one. He thinks just like how Jordan thinks that, oh, I can do it all by myself. No, you can't. No, you cannot. No, you can't. You cannot do everything by your lonesome. Stop thinking this. I swear people need to stop having this mentality that they can do everything by themselves. You are not Superman. She ain't Lois Lane. Stop thinking that you can do every goddamn thing. No, you can't. Damn. Like, get some help. So, anyway, moving on from that. Harmony, with her shady ass, she stopped by the Quartermain Mansion or whatever to congratulate Willow and Michael on their marriage. And Michael and Willow wasn't having it because they already know what Harmony is all about. They know that she working with Cyrus, and Harmony's still not giving them no details, of course. She just basically telling them, oh, you know, listen to Jason, do what Jason say to protect you. So, of course, you know, Michael get the phone call from Carly that Jason's in the hospital. I don't blame Michael for not going to the hospital because I agree with him. It's like, you know, what can he do? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what can you do? Jason's not waking up right now. All you're going to do is sit there and wait. So you might as well just chill and worry about your custody right now and be at home with your bride. And, of course, they got a text from Diane that the judge is ready. Hopefully this judge has some sense and does not give full custody to that whack job because the chick is crazy. Don't, like, who in their right mind would give Nell a child? I wouldn't trust Nell to watch my dog. Hell, I wouldn't trust her to watch a guinea pig. And I don't even have one. I still wouldn't trust her to do that. Like, the chick is, she's nuts. So anyway, moving on from that. Valentin sitting there getting a call from Sam or whatever. Sam done sold her soul to the devil because her parole officer was lurking around the hospital. So Felix and Epiphany had to basically like cover for her or whatever, give her some more time with Jason. So of course she felt like she had no choice but to take Valentin's deal so that way she could be there for Jason. So basically Valentin will get her a new parole officer in exchange for Danny and Scout's proxies. So Valentin will get their proxy of ELQ until they're 18. Well, until they're 18, so the way GH, you know, soars kids, I'm pretty sure that'll happen by next week. I mean, keep it 100. Be real. I I feel like Sam made a deal with the devil, and I feel like she kind of betrayed Michael by doing that. But at the same time, I understood why she did it, because she felt like her back was up against the wall. I personally never agreed with that whole, oh, she can't be around Jason shit. And the reason why is because they have a son together. Like, think about it. Birthdays, holidays. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't be around your baby father. Like, that's stupid. Like, what about their child together? They're going to have to celebrate the child's birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? What about all that? Like, that was just stupid to me. So I never agreed with that. So I understand, you know, why she felt she had to make that decision and basically shake hands with the devil. But when your back is up against the wall, you know, you do desperate things. So I can't totally be mad at her for, you know, doing what she did. You know, not totally. So anyway, moving on from that. Liz is still worried about Jason or whatever for Jake's sake. So she says. We all know Liz is always going to have some type of feelings for Jason. Even though she's moved on, she's happy with Franco. But I think she's always going to have some residual feelings. That's never going to go away. Franco, of course, showed up at the hospital. Being all Franco. You know, telling her that Jake was good or whatever. He's taking it, you know, taking it well. You know, he just wants updates on his dad or whatnot. And of course, he brings up the whole Ava portrait unveiling party. And Liz really doesn't want to go to that dumbass party. And I honestly can't blame her. Like, I mean, if it was me, I would be there because it's free food, free champagne. So, you know, I'm there. But I don't blame her for not wanting to go. I mean, for what? What does she need to go for? Her and Ava are not friends. They're not besties. So what the hell she need to go for? You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, I feel like, a part of me feels like Liz is possibly going to sleep with Nicholas at some point. I kind of feel it. I feel like it could happen. Given the right circumstance, it might. But, anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a good night. Peace.